you're trying to find.
Wait. So now you tell me, what does even as we are one mean? Can you now?
No, so please, I'm still waiting.
Do you understand linguistic clues?
Sorry?
Even as we are one means what?
Me? Simply.
Just as, so shall you be.
Come back.
I don't speak to hecklers like you.
Whatever. Simple.
Well, whatever.
As there is
Jay,
a
go on.
hypostasis between the Father and the Son.
Jay,
and they're eternally
come here.
unified.
I don't speak to hecklers.
Christ is saying that he wants a unification that is perfect.
Why do they need three people?
To be the same as
Explain to me, just as you are one, you will also be one with us.
I just told you.
What does it mean?
I just told you.
One in us.
What does it mean?
One in us, meaning implying that Christ and the Father are foundational. But
There you go.
still having.
And how will they be one again? How will they be
You
one?
still have to explain how it's one.
No, how will they be one again? Jay, they will be one as Father and the Son are one, right?
So, and there'll be one in him.
One second. Would the disciples be one?
17, 22.
Okay.
Jay,
Mansur conclusion
Listen.
that it's based on purpose.
so it's in divinity, is it?
Yes.
Explain.
So how many divine beings are in your one God?
Just the God.
That's a different question. You're changing.
No, because it says very clearly. There are so many. You know what?
Don't run.
I'm not talking to you.
Stay right here.
I'm not talking to you.
Everyone,
Jay,
this is John
explain
14,
to me
14.
when somebody says,
14:13. It says,
As what?
whatever you ask in my name, this I will
My
do,
interpretation,
that the
can you tell him to
Father
shut up and
may
I
be
can talk?
glorified in the Son. If
Tell him to shut
you
up so I can
ask
talk.
me anything in my name, I will do it. Who's talking? Jesus. So, it is worth remembering.
Are you going to do that or not?
When Christ calls himself one with God,
Are you going to tell him to
context
keep quiet so I can tell you?
is one in a foundational way with God.
Can we hear you?
Sorry.
Good, Jay.
Can we hear your answer?
When somebody says, I'll tell you my basis of my interpretation. When somebody says we are one, many people are one with God.
Okay.
Either it means one in divinity,
Right?
or it means one in purpose.
Really? Okay. So
If you think,
one person.
if you think,
Allah is one.
if you
Am I
think,
one in the same way Allah is?
how can I
No.
talk
Easy.
if your heckler interrupts all the time?
Yeah,
John
my
17, 22, 23.
So I'm telling you again once again.
That's what you're saying.
When we find a sentence constructed in such way linguistically, just as I am the Father one, so you will also be one with us. The oneness is the same because of the linguistic clue here. If you didn't understand English, you should go to the Greek and perhaps you will get understanding.
It says in us, not with us, in us. What does that mean? In us, not with. In.
The Father, here,
In us.
Small n.
that they may be
What
one.
does that mean?
I cannot talk when a heckler
Yeah, you
keeps on
can.
interrupting.
Go ahead.
So you tell him
You're a big boy.
to keep quiet. Right.
All right.
Father art in me and I in thee. What does it mean? Both one. Father in the Father, the Son in the Father, Father in the Son. And what does it say about the disciples? That you will be one in us.
Yeah, but you said
in
with.
them. So that makes Christ and the Father foundational.
No, that makes the oneness includes Father, Son, and who else?
No. They're the foundation.
Wait.
They're the foundation.
Jay,
Oneness.
Jay.
It says in us.
Father
They're
and
the
Son
foundational.
is within them, right? Within each other. And he includes the disciples within it. How many people now within this
Not in
oneness?
the same way. Simple.
What do you mean by that?
So he
still need to.
Same verse.
What?
Why are we beating around the bush when it's obvious? Only Christians with their twisted mentality cannot see that. I give you a homework. You take this
And I'm
verse.
going to give you some homework.
Hey,
Go
Jay,
read John
I am
14,
asking you
14.
kindly.
That comes before John 17,
When you
20.
go-
And why? Explain to me why, for some reason, Jesus says you can pray to him. Why is that? Because he's God.
Okay, do you want to come over here? So I'm going to talk to you. No, because I can talk to him.
Hi.
Right.
I'm here.
I'm not talking to you.
Oh, no?
The heckler. So Jay, listen.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, take this statement in English language. If you prefer the original Greek from your manuscripts, no problem, right? Take it to an English professor, language professor, and ask them the construction, just as I and the Father are one, you and me and in you, you the disciples, Jay, he keeps talking on my ears. Why are you Christians so insecure?
Allah himself said.
Why are you Christians so insecure? Tell him to shut up.
Besides
Go
Allah
on.
and
Because
the
he's
Messiah.
buzzing in my ears.
Okay, make this your
So now,
last sentence and I'll-
okay, fine. So my request to you,
And the Messiah.
my request to you is simple.
Instead of
You go to an English language professor
English language.
who is not a Muslim, so he's not going to give
If
you
you
a
don't
Muslim.
mind, pull out Surah 931. Pull it out. If you don't mind.
Let me hear.
Jay. If you're so insecure, okay.
Now we're appealing to English. Like this.
Can you shut up?
You shut up.
Thank you. Because you are shutting up. You need to shut up because you're a heckler.
Whatever, Mansur.
Whatever. So insecure.
Surah 931. They take their rabbis
Look at this.
and their monks
Are you going to tell him off or
for
not?
lords apart from Allah and also
Okay.
the Messiah. Take it to
No, you just connect properly here.
The Allah
It's
is
a loose
divine
meaning.
and the Messiah is divine, and therefore you should be worshiping Allah and the Messiah.
Do you
as
understand?
opposed to the
Do you
rabbis.
wanna-
My request to you is very simple.
Go and
You take that statement
okay.
to someone who is an authority in English language.
Like
If
who?
you prefer to take the original Greek, go to a Greek professor in the Greek language and ask them in the construct, linguistic construct, in which something says like this: just as I and the Father are one, you will also be likewise one with us.
Lies, that's not what it says.
Is this
The word
construct?
likewise was only used there.
Is this construct even? Yeah.
How do you get the
If
word
it-
likewise?
even, just as I and
Innovation,
even.
bitter, that's what he's doing.
Look at as many translations as you want.
But
Just
you
as
wanna
I,
finish,
so you will be. Right?
Do Surah 931.
So, see how insecure he
Explain
is.
that part.
Um,
Because
Jay,
linguistically,
did you understand my
worshiping Allah and the Messiah.
request?
I should go and check the Greek you said on it. But I don't know.
Subhanallah.
You said something along
The reason why you were unable to hear is because of your Christian heckler
Language.
preventing you from listening and comprehending it.
What it means.
Do you understand?
Likewise. That's what
Keep
Mansur
it
said.
short.
I have kept it short, but you missed it. Do you know why you missed it? Because of this interruption.
Okay.
So you tell him off nicely.
Okay, let him finish.
Oh, really? Fine, okay.
Finish it.
Good.
Well, don't run, Mansur.
So go to a linguistic authority, take the English translation of the Bible or the Greek translation of the Bible, go to the relevant linguistic authority, professors of Greek or English, ask them the construction of these verses, where Jesus is saying, just as I and the Father are one, you will also be one with us. Does this oneness he's referring to, he is referring to the same oneness or is it different? I am saying, in English as well as in the Greek, it talks about the same oneness. Every sensible individual who reads without a religious bias, a Christian religious bias, would see that black and white clearly, without any ambiguity. Without any ambiguity. You can prove me wrong by going to those linguistic authority and come back whenever you can. The week after, the month after, the year after, God willing, if I'm still alive, I will remember this conversation and I will take what you have brought from the linguistic authorities and see how they have understood it. If they agree with me, then you have to really wake up to churches, misguidance, deceptions, trickery and lies. That is my point. Because the church is keeping you, feeding you lies and deception and continuous. No. What I'm saying is, no, this is the implication. If my interpretation is right,
You're saying that I'm assuming.
backed by your linguistic authority.
Okay, let me respond.
Wait. Did you hear what I said? If my interpretation is correct,
That this one is in terms of purpose. That's what you're saying.
backed by the linguistic authorities where the oneness is the same, then your interpretation, of course, is wrong and faulty. Do you accept that?
Okay, so let me respond to that.
no.
There's nothing to respond. You have to go and do the homework and come back.
Okay, so
Yeah?
you won't hear me. Okay, fine.
Wait, no.
What's this to hear?
I'm like,
Because I'm referring you.
Exactly.
this should be seen as laws.
Read it again.
They take their rabbis and their monks for their lords, apart from Allah and also the Messiah, son of Mary, whereas they were commanded to worship none and the one true God. There is no two. No, yeah, pull it up.
No.
Linguistically, Mansur, it's
9. What are you reading?
9th verse.
931.
Sorry, there you go.
Thank you.
Okay.
Because linguistically,
No.
all Muslims
So
worship Jesus.
tell me.
Appears that it's
No.
making
Wait, slow down. Now tell me.
In your Quran.
Now,
I'm curious.
okay.
I'm curious.
Now, what did you read?
No worries.
Actually,
No. What did you read?
I'll do one better.
Have you forgotten already?
Here. There's a
No,
bunch of
I want
different
you to tell me.
translations of
Yeah,
it.
I'm
Here you
Go ahead, tell me.
There you go.
No,
Yeah,
I want you to read the text.
No.
What are you reading now?
He's asking the question now.
Chapter
You
9,
can't
No, what
tell
are you
to
reading?
say.
Chapter 9, verse 31.
Good.
Chapter
Read.
9.
Read.
They have taken their scholars and their monks as lords besides Allah, and also the Messiah, the Son of Mary, and they were not commanded to worship one. They were not commanded except to worship one God, for there's
Yep.
no deity except Him. There's also the sea above, whatever they associate with Him.
Sure.
But it looks like
what?
He's saying, aside from Allah and the Messiah, the issue is that they have taken their scholars and monks as Lord. So it's associating Allah with the Messiah,
No.
is it not?
They have
That's what it
taken.
looks like.
They have
That's what it
taken.
looks like. That's what it looks like.
Looks
But-
like.
but- yeah,
No,
so
I don't
let
have to
me-
interpret anything. I'm going to read the text. So they have taken the rabbis and the monks. Yeah. Go on, read mine.
As lords, as monks, as well as they have taken their rabbis and their monks as well as the Christ, Son of Mary. Yeah, but that.
Yeah, but go on.
yeah, but that goes
As
against.
well as, it's not in Arabic, it's like.
yeah.
Sorry?
As well as not in Arabic.
Hang on. What?
Why
Go
is
on, read
it-
mine.
Yeah, but why is it twisted the other way around?
What do you mean twisted? It's the understanding of the text.
No.
So don't tell me it's twisted.
No.
It's the understanding of the
It is
text.
twisted in the sense that.
Oh, now you're going to tell me this twisted? Do you understand Arabic?
If you look, all of these people understand Arabic,
Yeah,
and
I
they
said-
all take it as Allah
I just
and
brought-
the Messiah. Simple.
Jay, read mine. Have I just made a translation myself?
No, but yeah.
Yeah,
So
what?
From there,
From what? There?
there is bundling Christ with rabbis and monks.
Who's doing
But
that?
then-
Me or the translator?
Yeah, the translator, whoever they are.
Right.
Lord is
So
wrong,
so
but
so now, what's the problem? Read my translation and what's the problem?
Your translation,
Uh-huh.
they've taken their rabbis and monks and the Christ
Uh-huh.
as their Lord besides God.
Yeah. Any issues?
But then
Any issues
in
to
this
that?
translation, well, the issue is that it conflicts with this translation. When
Well, there you
they
go.
have
So now you
taken
realize translation.
they have taken them.
Good, Jay. You've highlighted a very good principle.
Don't let him run. Don't let him run. Don't let him run.
Jay,
So what does the Arab
wait, Jay. You've highlighted. Are you
Tell
listening?
him to go find an
Do you not have a
authority
brain to think
that
for your
will
own
then
self?
give him a plain reading
Yeah.
of the text and then agree that there's no bundling together Allah and the Messiah.
exactly.
Go.
Jay,
No, wait, let me do it the Michael way.
Jay,
Mansur,
are you
go
going to use your
and
brains and
find
speak to me,
an
or are you going to be spoon-fed by this
authority
heckler?
who will agree
but-
Right,
and
but I can't
upon
hear
a
anything
plain
from you.
reading of
yeah.
Surah
I can't hear anything from you.
9,
Don't speak.
31, that
Don't
you
speak.
get the idea that Allah and the Messiah are
Come
not
here, come
being
here.
grouped together as partners.
Now come here,
in
please,
business.
because I can't hear anything from you. All I hear is a heckler
Mansur,
just
go
making
home and do some
buzzwords.
homework.
Yeah.
And find me an English authority who believes that this verse is not saying that
Are you
Allah
gonna
and the
talk or are you
Messiah
gonna not talk?
are now partners in divinity.
Do you have a
Find me
brain that you can have a conversation
I do
with
have
me?
a brain, Mansur.
Or you need to have
Why don't you
fed
do homework?
by a heckler? Another heckler.
Again.
Another heckler.
So,
Okay.
don't forget, the Quran.
I give you one more chance. Go and tell me. One chance. You got one more chance.
We'll have this another time.
Good. Okay. We'll speak again. But as you realize, you highlighted a principle. When the interpretation or translations differ, we have to go to where? To the original language. Do you agree? That's why, Jay, I told you, if you are not happy with the English translation of the Bible, you take the Greek. You take the Greek. You take the Greek and you go and ask. Okay? وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين.
IslamNet is establishing the first of its kind mega mosque. Think about that. And Dawah Center in Norway. If you donate to support this cause on behalf of your parents, Allah will inshallah build a home for them in Jannah. Because the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, whoever builds a mosque for Allah, Allah will build a house for him in Jannah. So you can inshallah help your parents earn the eternal home in paradise right now by clicking the link below.